On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Well, he shifts past him. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 5. On the give, here's Charbonnet. To the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 1st downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. to Charbonnet. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
60.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Not say 19. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Texans at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd down and 13.
Street, 79 Broncos.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now they'll change things up.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, ready?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 11.
137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Titans' 7-yard line.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need 18 yards here on third down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Stroud.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs, and they have to officiate block and charge. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch.
And now here's a carry heading left. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 2. And Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, for them, pretty good 1st half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their 1st drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. Yeah, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd down, here's Charbonnet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Here's Charbonnet.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
19 tight! 19 tight! Ready?
They're going to look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Well, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and
he's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set! Unlock line! Unlock line! Ready!
Now a handoff as they run left side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Stroud. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Viking 18!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Now 2nd and 5.
17-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
First down, Tennessee.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here we go. Set.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Drop 60. Drop 60.
Back to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12
70.
at the 45-yard
Panther
line.
11. Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over first down 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd and 1, Stroud. That is caught, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take value. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Ready.
On second down, it's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Dragon 60.
Stroud on third down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Flushed pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll come up now on second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Titans' 38-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Texans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.